Yes, I have regrets. Many regrets. I know my life would have been different if it hadn't happened when it did. I regret I wasn't able to finish school. That is one of my biggest regrets. I still want to finish school, but how can I now? I am a woman now. I have too many responsibilities. I wish I could have finished school.
Last night. I bet she was the new girl. Yeah, and he told me quite a few good jokes. Hey, how about this one? Oh no. Good girls go to heaven. Where do the bad girls go?
Way.
Everywhere.
Albert, that's terrible. Stand him, Stella.
Come on, Rita. It's just a joke. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't good either.
How can you guys be so relaxed? We'll be getting our results in 10 minutes, and here you are, busy arguing over some dirty joke.
I'm not worried. I could have written those exams in my sleep.
I certainly lost sleep over them.
Why all the worry? They're just mock exams. Take it easy, man.
Why all the worry? My dad would kill me if I failed an exam.
I think I did all right, as usual.
Right. I will begin with the overall grades in all the subjects. Anything below a C is a fail. Now don't think that because these are mock exams, they are not important. They usually give a good indication of your final results. Samson, 4 A's, 2 B's, and 3 C's. Mabel, 4 B's and 4 C's. Rita, 7 A's and a B. Good work, Rita. Stella, you also did well. 5 A's and 3 B's. Margaret, 6 C's and won't mention the others. Your grammar really isn't good enough. You must read some more to improve it. Richard, let me see. Yeah. Top marks in the class, 8. Right, let's keep on now. Sunny, have you done any work at all this test? Or from the top to the bottom, you managed a B in art, but failed every other subject. Silly after class. Albert, you've done much better in the past. 5 B's and 3 C's. Andrew,
Maybe you did write them
4
in
B's
your sleep.
and
Pretty
4
much.
C's.
Shut up.
Rose, 1 A.
You know, I still can't believe it. You did even better than Rita.
Why not? I really put in a lot of hard work. It's not easy being at the top.
Hey, Sunny.
Hi,
My friend. Meet Miriam. She's just started school here. Miriam, meet Richard, Rita, Albert, and Stella.
Hi.
I've just had a real hard time with Pig Face. I'm going to leave this damn place.
What?
It's just not my scene, man. I'm wasting my time here.
What you plan to do?
I've got my music, man. I don't need to go through all this guilt trip about not being able to pass exams. I'm tired of it. I've got better things to do. And anyway, I've got a few years on you punks. I can do a lot of things. Hey, look, what do you have to lose? You never lose your music. Imagine what you can do with both your music and an education. Just have to work harder, that's all. Hey, we'll help out. But don't cheat yourself out of a good education.
What about your part in the play? What would we do without you in our drama club?
We'll see. Speaking of drama, don't forget the rehearsal this afternoon. It'll be the last one before the holidays. 4 o'clock.
Bye.
And hey, don't forget the party next week.
Okay.
Bye.
What is it about Sunny? He has a different girl on his arm every time I see him. He meets the new girls even before they've arrived. What's so special about him?
I think he's cute.
Cute? Sunny's not cute. Richard, do you think Sunny is cute?
Sure, but you're cuter.
It was a mistake for me to let you occupy such a special place in the innermost chamber of my heart.
Please, my love, take me to be yours, and no harm shall befall you. No.
Britta and Richard. This is supposed to be a love scene. You're pleading with her to marry you, but you're acting as if you're meeting for the first time. Come on now, concentrate on your role. Anyway, we've run out of time. Sit down. We have a long way to go yet before we are ready for the competition. But that is no reason for us not to take the top award at this drama festival. So long as we work hard, only 4 schools will be competing. But this is an important one, and the competition will be stiff. Now all of you must spend some time practicing during the holidays. Learn your lines. I will not allow scripts at the next rehearsal. We meet again on the first day of the term, and I expect to see a great deal of improvement by then. Have a good holiday.
A very good evening to you all and welcome to the Central High Annual Disco Dance. To kick off the party tonight, we're calling on the sounds of a local group, Midnight Magic. They're talking about a P-A-R-T-Y. Let's do it, baby.
Where are the girls, man? I'm dying to dance. This is it for me as far as these holidays are concerned. I'm off to the village tomorrow to visit my grandparents.
Oh, really?
Are we still kids, yeah? This is my last chance.
Last chance? For what?
Come on, Mr. Innocent. Rita and I have been spending a lot of time together this past weeks. Rehearsing. Don't tell me you're still aren't getting into it.
Aunt getting into what exactly?
My dear young man, perhaps I should teach you a thing or two. Well, I presume you have kissed Stella?
Of course I kissed her.
Wow, I'm relieved to hear it. For a minute there, you had me worried. Now, tell me, just how far have you gone?
What do you mean, how far have we gone?
Hey, there's no need to be ashamed. Aren't you the guy who was telling Day just right in front of the girls last week?
With Stella, kissing is just as far as it goes. She doesn't want to go any further. I certainly wouldn't mind.
I bet.
She's got some pretty strong ideas about sex before marriage. Or rather, no sex before marriage.
That's a bit tough for you, isn't it? But then, Stella's a bit conservative, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
I thought Rita was too. But she's been surprising me lately.
Really?
One of these days, I'm going to have trouble controlling myself.
You watch out, or you'll get Rita into trouble.
What do you mean? I can't stop the course of nature. It's like trying to stop the sun from rising in the morning.
It won't be a sunny day if Rita gets pregnant.
Come on. Would you ever go falling pregnant the first time? See, we haven't done it yet, so I've got one safe chance.
Nonsense. Don't you remember Robert and Maria? They only did it once, and look what happened to them. Both expelled, and we haven't seen either of them since.
Shut up, Albert. You're ruining my evening. Hey, here comes the girl.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Why are you so late?
I had to wait for Stella. She took so long getting ready.
Well, I'll be going away tomorrow, so we don't have much time together. Hey, you look great.
We ain't gonna stop, so Bob, till you drop. And now a brand new release from the Recife Brothers. They're talking about Soca Rumba.
Richard.
I'm going away tomorrow. I love you. Don't you love me?
Richard. Be careful. I don't know why. It is difficult when you're young and don't really know what it all means. It's easy to blame it all on the boys. But there was more to it than that. It was also a moment of weakness on my part. We were in love and it all seemed like a dream. The music, the dancing, it just felt so special. But it wasn't worth it. It was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life.
Rita! Rita, wake up! School today. Come on, you'll be late.
Okay, I'm coming.
Morning, Rita. Are you alright? I've never seen you so quiet on the first day of term. Are you not feeling well?
Yes, I'm fine. Mom, I'm not feeling very hungry. I think I'll just go and get my books ready. Stella will be coming by this morning, so please call me when she arrives.
You feel well, but not hungry, and you're not excited about school. I don't understand it. Rita, Stella is here.
See you later this evening, Mom. Oh, I have drama, so I may be a little late.
Go away, Rita. Enjoy your first day of term.
Is it really 6 weeks since the party? I suppose so. Holidays always pass so quickly. You know, I haven't been feeling very well lately. I must be coming down with something. Oh, could be. I just got over some kind of flu myself. It lasted about a week. Really? How did it affect you? Oh, a headache, fever, normal flu. Oh. Have you ever missed your period? No. Why do you ask? Oh, I was just curious. Rachel told me she missed hers for 2 months. She said it was an emotional thing, you know, psychological.
Rita! Stella!
Hi, Richard.
Hi, girls. Hi, Rita.
When did you get back?
Last night. And do you know what? There was a letter from the ministry about an overseas scholarship. Well, apparently, all the schools have been asked to nominate one candidate. And as far as our school is concerned, it's me. If I keep my grades up, I'm in with a good chance. Can you guys believe
Richard,
it?
That's great.
They pay for everything, including 2 airfares. I can just see it now. Welcome to the jet set. Hey, Rita, did you hear me?
Sure, Richard. That's really good news.
Promise me you marry me, and together we can make the palaces of nature our everlasting abode.
You left me without a word, and my life in limbo. Now you say you love me. Why should I believe you?
Surely to err is but human. Is it not enough that I came back? Please, give me another chance. I beg of you.
Too much water has passed under the bridge for you to forget. It was a mistake to let you occupy such a special place in the innermost chamber of my heart.
Please, my love, take me to be yours, and no harm shall befall you, no evil charms, and nothing will ever again put asunder the strong bond of our love.
Very good. That's coming along really well, Richard. We'll stop now. But before you go, a few announcements. First of all, the festival has been put back by a few weeks, which gives us longer to prepare. So for the next 2 months, we'll only meet on Mondays. The reason for the delay is good news. The festival has now become a national event. Schools from across the country will be competing, and the awards will be substantial. The winners will be asked to perform in the National Theatre. With hard work and performances like the ones we've seen from Richard and Rita today, from all of you, we have a good chance.
There's just so many things happening at once. I get nervous when too many things happen at once. The scholarship, the drama festival, gosh. Do you think you have a chance? What do you mean, maybe? We're the best in town. The best in the country.
You're so sure of yourself, aren't you? Well, I'm not, Richard.
What's wrong with you? You've been such a bad mood today. Hey, what's going on?
I'm pregnant, that's what's wrong.
What? How could you be?
Remember the party, Richard? Well, you were wrong. It did happen first.
Oh, God. Are you sure? Of course I knew she was sure. Rita wasn't the sort of girl to make a joke about a thing like that.
but I just couldn't face the truth. I couldn't bear to think of what she must have been going through when so much of what was good about my life was about to be destroyed. Yes, I did love her, but all those feelings got lost because of my fears for myself. I tried making excuses, trying to convince myself that it wasn't my fault. I almost succeeded for a while.
What are you going to do?
What can I do?
Have you thought about it?
Damn it, Albert, what else can I think about? What do you think I am?
Hey, cool it. I did warn you.
I know. You warned me 10 minutes before it happened.
How could it happen? We only did it once. Honest. Makes me wonder if someone else isn't responsible.
Don't give me that rubbish. Rita worships you. She'd never let anyone else touch her. And where did you get, it can't happen the first time? That's the same line you gave me the night of the party. I suppose you gave it to Rita as well.
I'm scared, Albert. My dad will kill me when he finds out. You know, my parents never once talked to me about sex. Not once. How are we supposed to know about these things? We hear the so-called facts here and there, and are supposed to tell the truth from nonsense. How are we supposed to know what's what?
My parents never once talked to me about sex either. It's probably the most important thing in life, and yet most adults never seem to want to talk about it. None of them. If our families are too scared to discuss it, you'd think the schools would realize just how important it is.
Listen, Albert, no one else must find out about this. Just the four of us. I have to figure out what on earth we're going to do about it. I suppose I should talk to Rita again first.
Yes, you must.
I haven't told anyone except you. And Richard, of course. Listen, Stella, this is between us. Please.
I won't tell anyone. I promise. Rita, what are you going to do?
I don't know. What can I do? I just need time to sort things out. It won't be noticed for a while. We must keep it a secret until the festival is over. Oh God, Stella, do you think we can? If I must be expelled, drama is probably my only hope at the moment.
Rita, please don't cry.
Don't cry. The night of the party is when it happened. He told me there was no way I could fall pregnant the first time. And that if I didn't do it, it was like telling me I didn't love him. I'm such a fool.
Rita?
I never thought it could ever happen to me.
Unbelievable, isn't it? And I thought Richard was so different. Boys, that's all they're after. Sex. But then they all want to marry virgins. That's why I won't let Albert, not unless we married first.
What am I going to do? Are there any pills I can take to get rid of it?
I don't think so.
Well, what about abortion? Is that what they call it?
Rita, you can't risk an abortion. It's too dangerous. My mother knew someone who died having an abortion. You could bleed to death. And even if you didn't, you may never have another baby again.
Stella, I don't want to have an abortion. But I don't want to have a baby either. Dying sounds the only way out right now.
Rita! God, have an abortion.
Never.
Why not?
It's dangerous. I could die, and it's illegal.
Well, what about school?
I don't know. I'll have to finish later or something. But Richard, I have to have this baby. Because I've been thinking about it a lot, and I can't think of anything better to do. I've made one big mistake already, and I'm not going to make another.
Rita, I know I'm partly responsible for this, and there's nothing that I can do about that now. You're carrying the baby. It's in your body. So I'm afraid it's just going to have to be your problem. I'm just not ready to be a father.
What do you mean, my problem?
I can't give up school. You know how hard I've worked.
You know how much my father's put into my schooling. I might get the scholarship, Rita. I thought we'd have a future together.
But I don't know how you plan to keep this baby. What do you want me to do? Quit school? I've got a future if I finish school. If I don't, I've got nothing. What do you want me to do?
Please don't leave me, Richard. I'm so frightened. What about my future? We have to get through this drama festival. It's the only thing I have left now. It's so important to me. No one must know I'm pregnant until the festival is over.
Okay. We'll get through the drama festival. I promise.
I couldn't believe the situation I was in. I was so mixed up. At the time, I was thinking, how do I get out of this? But I couldn't find an answer. I really cared for Rita. She was my friend. It was terrible those months when no one else knew about it except us. I was so scared and depressed. It was the worst time of my life. In some ways, even worse than later, when everyone else knew.
Where were you? I was waiting for you at the gate. We usually walk home together, don't we? You act as if I don't even exist. You've been avoiding me.
Don't cry. People start looking. Get suspicious. Promise me you'll marry me, and together we can make the palaces of nature our everlasting abode.
You left me without a word, and my life in limbo. Now you say you love me. Why should I believe you?
Surely to humans, but surely to...
What's your problem? This is the final week of rehearsal, and you choose this moment to forget everything we've done so far.
I'm just a bit tired, sir.
I suggest you spend tonight looking at the script and getting it into your head. Now, from the top.
Promise me you'll marry me. Promise me you'll marry me, and together.
There's only one thing I'm asking you for, Richard. That is to get through this drama festival and do it right. You know how important it is to me. It's the only thing I have going for myself.
Damn it, Rita. You can't do that on purpose. I've got a lot on my mind too, you know. Don't need any more hassle from you. Now I'm doing the best that I can. Just give me a break.
Richard!
Hey, Richard.
Oh, hi, Sonny.
What happened to you today, man? It's not like you to mess up like that. Julia, you know Richard. Richard, meet Julia.
Sonny, can I talk to you?
Sure, man.
Alone?
Excuse me, Julia. Yeah. So what's up, brother man?
I'm just kind of fed up with my love life. I thought you being an expert on the subject might be able to give me some advice.
I'm no expert on serious, heavy relationships. I try to keep my relationships light and fun. When they get heavy, I back off. My policy is, don't make one woman miserable when you can make so many women happy. You know what I mean?
You get physical with them?
Sure I do. Most of them, that is. This Julia, she's driving me crazy, man. Tells me she's a virgin. Wants to save it for marriage.
Don't you ever get worried about
Diseases?
Yes, diseases.
Sure I do. Especially with this new one, AIDS. It's a killer, man. But this one, there's no cure. And it spreads through sex. Even respectable people are getting it. Doctors, lawyers, teachers.
So you're planning to die soon, are you, Sonny?
Hell no, man. I've got protection. Dying is one thing, and being a daddy is another. I don't have much time for either, so I've got protection.
Protection, huh?
Condoms, tubes, rubbers, whatever. A bit inconvenient at times, but hell, they do the job. The girls don't get pregnant and neither of us gets disease. So with condoms, you're covered, man. You get the joke? Covered?
You seem to know a lot about these things, Sonny. Where did you pick it up?
Yeah. Mostly from a bad experience I once had. Hey, Richard, I don't mean to be rude, but I've got to get back to my woman. I promised I'd walk her home. What is it you wanted to ask me about?
It's not important, Sonny. I'll see you later.
Take care, man.
And finally, we will expect you all to be at the drama festival this evening to encourage our school competitors. Richard and Rita, could you please see me for a moment? The rest of you are dismissed. I received a word from the headmaster's office. He wants to see both of you now, during the break.
Frankly, I'm very concerned. I've had reports from several of your teachers suggesting that both of you have dropped dramatically from being top students within the past few months, and with no apparent explanation. Now, what is the problem?
Sir, I feel that the problem here is the pressure from the drama competition. We've been concentrating too much on the festival, sir.
But your drama instructor says that you have not been showing much motivation in the past few practices.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It's very important to us. Sir, I think it's beginning to affect our nerves. We've never performed in such an important event before. Well, I'm sure when the festival is over, things will get back to normal, sir.
And what's your opinion, young lady?
I don't know, sir.
Don't you have anything to say for yourself?
No, sir.
Is she all right? Is she ill?
Sir, she's not been well, sir. I think the festival is proving too much for her, sir.
Has she been to the doctor?
I'm not sure, sir.
Look, young lady, I want a medical report from the clinic no later than next week.
Rita, you've managed to keep under control for the past 3 months. And then on the day of this bloody festival, you chose to break down right in front of the headmaster. How do you think that looked? You're behaving like a silly little girl. And if I hadn't been there, just might have dropped the baby on the headmaster's desk. Stop it! I've had it, Rita. Right after here. I don't know what's wrong with me. I should have dumped you long ago. Well, this is it. We performed, and then I started a new life. One without you. I don't ever want to see you again. Okay, we're on. This is it, folks. You look great, Rita. Hey, are you alright?
I'm okay.
And now, representing Central High School, a one-act play entitled Another Day, Another Life.
Promise me you'll marry me. And together, we can make the palaces of nature
However lasting a ball.
You left me without a word, and my life in limbo. Now you say you love me. Why should I believe you?
Surely to earn but human.
We could fall down, then I started to life. One without you, I never want to give me another chance. I beg of you.
I'm afraid I'll go, Janet. Your boss expelled.
How could you do this to me? God, your father is not alive to see you now. How could you do such a foolish thing? Dear Stella, I'm sorry for not writing earlier. I know you've been worried about me. I'm fine now. I have a beautiful baby girl and I named her Stella after you. It's a big job. I never thought it would be so much work bringing up a baby. She needs attention all the time, day and night. I had some trouble during the birth. The woman told me I was too young to be having a baby. I had to be rushed to the hospital and I was there for quite some time. Stella was very small. We thought she was going to die, but she didn't. And now Stella has grown big and is beautiful. I have a quiet life here in the village with my grandmother. It is beautiful here, but so different. And I miss you and my home so much. We'll be coming home soon. Mother has arranged a job interview for me where my father used to work. I can't finish school now. I'm a mother. I'll have to work and take care of my baby. I hope to see you soon. Your friend, Rita.
When Rita came home that day, I cried. Rita was just a child herself, but now a mother. I cried, not because I was ashamed of my daughter, not because I was afraid of what my friends or the neighbors might think of her. No. I cried because suddenly I felt so guilty. When I saw her walking towards me, I knew I was also to blame for her situation. Rita's father had died when she was very young. Living in the city, she had no aunts to teach her about being a woman. I never talked to her about these things. I just didn't have the courage. I never warned her about these things. She was helpless. How could she ever know? How could she be blamed when even I, her mother, didn't have the courage to teach her how to be responsible, how to be a woman? I cried because of my own part in her misfortune.
Did you say you did not write your O-levels?
I did not, sir.
Why not?
I had to leave school, but I was a top student. I have my reports here for you to see.
Why did you leave?
I had personal problems, sir.
Personal problems. Your reports look very impressive. I do not intend to quiz you on your personal history. Your father worked here for 25 years. His death was a real shock to every one of us who knew him. He was an excellent man.
Thank you, sir.
Young lady, we'll offer you a job, but you'll go on probation for 6 months. If in that period you don't prove yourself, you'll be asked to leave. Will you please call Bobby coming? Rita, I'm going to hand you over to Bobby now, who is going to be your supervisor and trainer. He'll be able to advise you on all job-related matters. Should you join our permanent staff, we have an excellent pension scheme. I hope you'll take advantage of it.
Thank you, sir.
Come in, Bobby.
You called me, sir?
Yes, Bobby. Meet Rita. She's our new receptionist.
Good.
Will you please give her employment forms to fill in and take care of her?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rita. You were at Central High School, weren't you?
Yes?
I thought I recognized you. I finished the year you started. I suppose you wouldn't remember me, but you remember the drama that year, The Harvest?
Of course.
I played the farmer's eldest son.
Oh, of course. I remember you. How funny.
You were a singer, weren't you?
Yes, I was in the chorus of The Harvest.
It's hard to forget a pretty face. You finished this year?
What does this mean?
Number of dependents. I mean, children, grandmother, anybody else who depends on your income. Suppose a person like you should really leave this blank.
I look after my mother.
You live with her?
Yes.
That means you're not married.
That's right.
Good.
I can't believe it. You two haven't changed one bit.
She is such a beautiful child, isn't she?
Yes, she is a sweetheart. But I can't help getting tired of her sometimes. She still hasn't slept once through the night. Mother can't help me at night. And some mornings I'm so tired I can't even pull myself out of bed. Once I'm off work, I'm back again with little Stella.
How are you getting on at work?
Wow, it isn't the most challenging job, but I feel lucky to be employed. If they hadn't known my father, I would never have got that job. My supervisor is very nice, which makes it bearable.
What's he like?
His name is Bobby. He was at our school, but he finished the year we started. He was the farmer's eldest son in The Harvest. Remember that play?
Sure, I remember him.
I remember him too. Are you going out with him?
Going out with him? Are you joking? I can't go out with anyone. I've got a baby.
Does he know about the baby?
Well, it is getting rather awkward. I'm afraid he's getting interested in me.
Afraid? Why are you afraid?
I don't want to be involved with anyone at the moment. I just want to be alone with Mom and little Stella for a while. The experience with Richard was just too painful.
You finally mentioned Richard. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten his name.
Albert?
No, really. Stella told me you didn't want to talk about him, but I have just been hoping you'd bring him up. He was a real friend to all of us. We can't just go on pretending he's just vanished.
Well, he has, sort of, hasn't he?
Yes, he has, and I want to know where he is. And Rita, I think you two should be interested. Not because he's the father of your child, but because he was our friend.
Why should I be so concerned about him? He ruined me and then he just left me.
What do you mean he ruined you? Don't you ever stop to think that maybe you ruined him? Or at least you ruined each other? Why is it always he got her pregnant, as if the girl had nothing to do with it? That's rubbish, especially with Richard. He is a good person. Why couldn't you just say no? He would have listened to you, and you know that.
Albert, it wasn't exactly her fault either. You're not being fair.
I'm sorry, Rita. I know neither of you wanted this to happen, or expected it to happen. It was a terrible mistake. But I miss Richard. I'm worried about him. I want to find him. He's the best friend I ever had, and I don't think it's fair for you to say he ruined you. Obviously, he didn't get off too lightly from this either, you know.
When I said ruined, I wasn't talking about the baby. I was talking about something else. Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I better be getting home. I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
I still hadn't told anyone. You see, I had a terrible time giving birth. I was too young. My body wasn't ready for it, really. It almost killed both me and the baby. We never thought little Stella would live. She was so small and sick. But once she was all right, then the midwife told me, I will never be able to bear another child.
Why are you being so unreasonable? I just want to take you out for an evening. A film, a meal or something.
I can't leave my mother alone in the evenings. She's sick and I have to look after her.
But surely you can find somebody to look after her for just one night.
Maybe later, not now.
Okay, how about next Sunday? Can we go for a picnic?
Well, I'll see if I can arrange it.
Let's make it special. We'll take a bus to the lake and spend the whole day there. I'll bring everything we need. All you need is bring yourself. I'll pick you up.
No, I'll meet you at the bus stop. What time?
8 o'clock?
Fine. I hope you don't regret this.
What is that supposed to mean? Is the way I feel about you not obvious? I have never felt like this for anyone before, Rita.
Yes, sir. I'll be getting back to you soon. All right. Thank you very much. Bye. Richard,
Hello, Rita.
what are you doing here?
I came to see you. Albert told me you were here.
Where have you been? Why have you come to see me?
It had been a long time since I'd seen Rita. A very long and very difficult time. When everything just fell apart. You see, I'd left home with nowhere to go. So I moved around a lot. One town to another. One job to another. Finally, I realized just how irresponsible I had been. I couldn't run away from the truth anymore. I had to go back and find Rita and my child and try to say sorry. It was the only way. Rita, I'm sorry. I've been so selfish. I'm sorry.
Rita, No problem here, Rita.
Papi, meet Richard. We were at school together.
And?
And he's the father of my child.
I see. Excuse me.